channel. I'm doing this video because I want to help the freshers who wants to clear this Java interviews. So I'm solving every problem which are mostly asked for Java developer roles. I'm so sorry for my English. I'm trying to working on it. I'm currently working on it, and there is a noise in background too. So sorry, please forgive me. So let's dive into level 1. So it has total 3 levels: level 1, level 2, and level 3. Each level has 4 modules. They are number programs, pattern programs, string programs, and array programs. So this is level 1. It's basically nothing but it will help the beginners to learn the logics and doing the operations. Okay, so let's dive into it. So first one is check whether the number is even or odd. So we all know the logic. So I will also introduce you all the shortcuts I know. So first I will create a class here. Okay, even odd. So it's recommended to create a method for each logic. Okay. So here we will create a main method and a method which will give a boolean value. So public boolean, I'll make it static. Yeah. Public static boolean is even. Argument is basically integer. Now, so this will take an integer. So we can directly return it. Percentage 2 double equals to 0 means the number is divisible by, means if the number is divisible by 2, then it's an even number. So it will return true if the number is even, or it will return false if it's not divisible by 2. So for this we have to take the input. So to take the input we have to use the scanner class. Import java.title.scanner. Printing statement, enter the number. So int n is equals to scan dot. We are taking the integer, so we have to call this next int method. Sorry, we haven't created an object yet. Scan is equals to scanner of system dot in. So let's take the input. So we will use a ternary operator here. So try to understand. String result is equals to is even of n even or odd. So I'm thinking you all know what's a ternary operator here. It will check the condition. So it will be followed by a question mark. If it's true, it will assign this first value to the variable, or if it's false, it will assign the odd string value to its result. So we'll just print it result. So let's test our logic. Enter the number 12 even. Let's try it out. Got it right? So we can do it with a simple logic here with just a line. Okay, I will directly use this. String result is equals to new scanner of system dot in dot next int method percentage 2 double equals to 0 option even ternary operator. Here we are directly using this input in the ternary operator. It will make our code much shorter, the correct output. Here's what it's doing is, so instead of storing the objects in a reference variable, I'm directly using the object. Okay, this will make our code much shorter. Do you understand it, right? So let's dive into the second question. Sum of numbers between m and n. So let's create a class here. N. Okay, let's create a main method. We have to take the input using scanner. Enter n. So in n is equals to, so we have to create an object for scanner, right? Scanner scan is equals to new scanner of system dot in. Scan dot next to it. Next, we have to take the input for m also, n also. Enter n. I have to store it, scan dot next int method. So we know the number of iterations between m and n, so we will definitely use for loop. Okay, so we will create a variable to store the sum. I will create a variable called sum. Sum is equals to 0. We know the number of iterations, right? So I will use a for loop. Int I is equals to m. I is less than n, I plus plus. Just add it to the sum. Sum plus is equals to I. So the sum is stored in some variable. We will just print it. Sum of numbers between m and n is sum. So let's try 10 and 15. Sum is 60. Okay, 5 and 5. So we are getting the correct output here. So I'll tell you a little shortcut for this. Let me think. So sorry, there is no much shortcut for this. We'll leave it like that. So let's go to the next question. Product of numbers between m and n. We will just change the operator here, right? Let's test is to 1 and 5. Wait, yeah, we are doing the multiplication, right? So we should make the initial value as 1, and I will also change the name here. Yeah, okay, sorry. 1, 5. Yeah, okay, done. Next question, count numbers from m to n. What do we have to do here? Just create a variable as count and increment the count for each iteration. So why we are getting 9? Because the iteration will be till 9, right? So I have to use equals operator here for checking the condition. 1 and 10. Number of count of numbers is 10. Okay, next one is swap two numbers. There are multiple ways to do that. So I'll create a class here. A is equals to B is equals to A. So A plus B. Sorry, B equals to C, right? Yeah. So we can see A value assigned to 20 and 10 is assigned to B. So how to do it without using a third variable? We'll see here. So we'll make A equals to A plus B, means A contains the sum of both A and B, means A value is 30, right? So B value should be 10. How B can be 10? A has 30, B has 20 now. So to make B 10, we have to subtract 20 from 30, right? So to make it B is equals to A minus B, right? Let's run it and check the values. It's not done yet. Okay. Okay. So B value is 10 now, but A value is 30 still. So to make A as 20, we have to subtract B value from A value, because A value contains the sum of both numbers, right? Yeah, so A equals to A minus B. Let's see. Forgot to add the semicolon. See, both values are swapped, right? Okay, done. Next question, square of a number. Everyone knows this, right? A star A into A, it's a square. To find cube, we have to multiply with another A. Got it, right? So we can skip this and also this. Here is the most asked question in interview, factorial of a number. So what is factorial? Class factorial. Main class. Okay. To find the factorial of number 4, we have to multiply 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. We have to multiply the each number, okay, starting from 1 till that number. Okay, so how can we do that? We know for a number 4, we know how many iterations are going to take, so we will use the for loop here. Okay, let's take a number A equals to num is equals to 4. So we have to store the factorial, right? Int fact is equals to 1, because we are doing the multiplication here, right? If you make it 0, that whole result will become 0, right? So let's take the for loop for int I is equals to 1, I is less than or equals to num I plus plus. We have to multiply with the factorial, fact star is equals to I. Now we have the factorial of the number 4. Let's print it and check the result. Yeah, got it, right? Let's try with 5. Just checking. Yeah, got it. So there is a case that interviewer will ask to do it with the recursive method. Okay, first we'll take the input from the scanner class. Int num is equals to new scanner of system dot in dot dot next. Sorry, something wrong here. Okay, I'm doing this wrong, so sorry. New scanner of system dot in. Okay, dot next int method. So we are getting this error because we are not importing it. Import java.hotel.scanner. Got it right? So how can I make it recursive? So try to focus. Public static int get factorial of int n. We will call this again and again till the number reaches 1. Means we are doing the multiplication from backwards, starting from that number till it reaches 1. Means for factorial 4 we have to start from 4 multiplied with 3 multiplied with 2 and then 1. If the number becomes 1, we have to stop it. Okay, so let's return. Means if number is greater than 1, we have to return what? N into n minus 1. Sorry, get fact of n minus 1. Else means if the number is 1, we have to return 1. Okay, are you getting it? So I will try to trace it for you. If the number is given, input is 4. At first iteration, the number is 4, so this statement will get executed. Here what is returning? 4 n into means 4 into get factorial of 4 minus 1 means get factorial of 3. So get factorial of 3, right? So get factorial of 3 value is what? 3 into get factorial of 2, right? What is the get factorial of 2 value? 2 into 1 obviously. So what will be the final result? 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. 2 into 1 is the value for get factorial of 2, means 3 into 2 into 1. This will be returned by this get factorial of 3. Did you understand it, right? Okay, let's run it. So get factorial of num will give the number 4 as an input, or 5. What happened? So it's not showing output because we are not writing anything. I will just print it, enter the number, it will show now. Okay, I give 4, it's giving the correct value. Let's try 5. Okay, good. Did you understand it, right? Using recursive method. Okay, so next question. Factors of a number. Factors means the divisors. Okay, I will create a class here. Okay, factors. We will import the scanner class, main method, enter the number. We'll store it in a variable called n. So it's only one time use for the scanner, so there is no need to store the object new scanner of system.in dot next int method. So we taken the input and stored it. Now I have to find the factors. To find the factors means the divisors which are dividing the number between 1 and till that number. So we know the number of iterations, right? So we will use a for loop here, starting with 1 or the number itself. Int I is equals to n I greater than 0, I minus minus. So if n percentage I double equals to 0, if the number is dividing the number, we have to print it I, else we can pass. Okay, so let's try. I want to print the factors of 12. So here see, we're getting the correct output, right? So we'll try with 100. Yeah, getting the correct output. Okay, next question. Fibonacci series. So it's a bit hard, so I'll create a class here, class Fibonacci series. So Fibonacci series actually starts from 0, 0 and 1. The next number will be decided by the sum of previous and next element. So 1 is the next element, 0 is the previous element here, this 0 is the current element, and 1 is the next element. So to find the next element after 1, we have to add this 1 with 0. So what will be the output? 1. And the next one, this sum will be the next item, 2. And the next item will be 3. Next item 5, 8, 13, 21, so on. So what we have to do, we have to find the next. These three are the fixed values. Okay, we will store it in some variables. Int previous is equals to 0. Let's take it. Int current value is equals to 0. Int next is equals to 1. So we have to take the input, import java dot until dot scanner, enter range. We have to enter the range. Till that range we have to print the Fibonacci series. We have to store it in a variable, so it's a one-time use, so there is no need to store the object. System.in dot next int method. So we know the number of iterations, but it's recommended to use the while loop. So while should we use this or that? So yeah, so we know number of iterations, right? We will definitely use the for loop. So int I is equals to 0, I is less than n, I plus plus. So for every iterations we have to print the next element. Okay, next we are printing the next element, and the next element will be, and we have to update this previous and current elements. Okay, means these three are the first series, right? After calculating the next element, this becomes next, this becomes the current value, this becomes the previous value. Okay, let's take this series. This is the next value, and this one middle will be the current value, and this one will be the previous value. After getting the next element, this becomes next, this 2 becomes current value, and 1 becomes the previous value. Okay, what we have to do, we have to update it. Previous is equals to current, current is equals to next, and next equals to previous plus current value. Getting it right? So let's run it. I want up to 5 values. We're getting it right, 5 values, but we are missing zeros, 2 zeros, right? We have to print that. So let's print it just inside a print statement, no harm, n minus 2. Okay, because we are skipping this first 2 values, right? 5, I want 5 values. Okay, 0 0 1 1 2. Getting it? Sure. So let's go to the next method, next question, sorry. Finding exponential. Okay, create a class expo, we'll create a main method. Okay, take the input, enter so we need 2 values, base and exponential. So int b is equals to what, so we have to use the scanner twice, so we should store the object. New scanner of system.in, so scan dot next int method. Next we have to take the power, enter for int e is equals to scan dot next int method. We'll create a separate method here, public static get expo. It will return an integer, right? So we have to take 2 values, base and int for exponential. Okay, we have to store the result in a variable. We have to initialize it with 1 because we are doing the multiplication, right? So we know the number of iterations, right? Means we have to multiply this base class, this base variable with itself based on this number of iterations, right? Means power, for example, if we give power 2, means we have to multiply this b with itself 2 times. So we know the number of iterations, right? So for I is equals to 0, I is less than e, I plus plus, what do I have to do? Expo star is equals to p, right? What we have to do? We have to return that expo. We are getting this error because we are not specifying the data type, right? Okay, so let's print it. I will make it as result. So get expo of b comma e, right? So let's try to run it. I have to find 10 cube, base is 10, power is 3. Yeah, getting it. Next 5 with 2, yes, good. Understand, right? Okay, next question, extract digits from a number. Create a class, extract digits main. So I have to take the input, enter the number, int n is equals to its one time use, so there is no need to store it. System dot in dot next int method, we have to import it. Import java dot util dot scanner. So we can use a separate method here, so there is no need to literally take a single line, two or three lines. So we don't know the number of iterations, number of digits the user gonna enter, so we will use a while loop here. So while we have to count the each digit from last to the first digit by eliminating one digit at a time. So how can we eliminate? Means, for example, if we have a number 1 2 3 4 5, how can we count it? First we will eliminate the last digit, and we will increment the count variable to 1. Now we'll eliminate this 4, count will become 2, 3, 4 and 5 until the number is not equals to 0 or greater than 0, right? We will use the same condition here while n is greater than 0. What we have to do? We need a count variable, okay? Int count is equals to 0. For each iteration we have to so wait a minute, the program is about extracting the digits, right? So there is no need to count, so sorry for that, I'm a little distracted. Okay, we'll directly print it. Okay, and to get the last digit we have to divide it with 10, and we'll print the remainder. Okay, n percentage 10 will give the last digit, and then we have to update the number dividing with 10. This will result in removing the last digit. This will help in getting the last digit. Okay, so let's try to run it. Run. Okay, 17834 43871. Getting it? Did you understand it? Right, we can make it more short, okay, by using do while loop. See, so you all know about do while loop, right? It will execute at least once. Okay, what we have to do, we have to print the last digit, and okay, while inside this while condition we will update the number n by is equals to 10 greater than 0. See, try to understand the logic here. First do loop will do block will execute first. What it's doing, it will just print the last digit. Okay, after executing this number, this control will come here inside the while condition. Before checking the number, it will execute this. Means the number will be divisible by 10. That means last digit will be eliminated, and then check the condition. If it's after dividing with 10, if the number is positive, it will again execute this do block. Okay, so let's try it. 1 2 3 4. Getting right? So this is the best shortcuts to work with digits inside a number. Okay, okay, let's go for another question. We already done print. We have to count. Okay, count the number of digits. So we need a variable to store the count, 0. We will use the same do while block here. So do count plus plus. For each iteration we have to count the number while number by is equals to 10 greater than 0. After incrementing the count, after getting the result, we have to print the result. So count is equals to count. So let's do this. Getting it right, we will give a different number. Got it right? Okay, next we have to find sum. To store the sum, we have to make use of a variable sum. We'll use the same while block here. What we have to do, sum plus is equals to n percentage 10. We have to add each digit, right? We'll extracting each digit and add it to the sum. Inside this while block, we are updating the number and checking at the same time. Okay, got it right? So we are printing the sum. So let's run it. 1257. Got it right? So next, product. What we have to do, we'll just make it sum as product is equals to 0 or 1. 1. Here what we have to change, product star equals to, we are multiplying the last digit with the product. Okay, here let me change the number. Okay, let's try it. 1 2 3 8. Getting right. 2 3s are 6, 6 8s are 48. Next, reverse a number. So let me create a class for this. Reverse number. Take the input. Okay, main method asks for the number and enter the number. Store it inside a variable. It's a one-time use. Okay, no need to store it again. Next, int. So I will create a separate method here, public static. It will return an integer, reverse of int n. So we have to store it inside a variable. I will initialize with 0. We will use the while loop here. While number is greater than 0, what we have to do, result star. Okay, result is equals to, we have to multiply that result with 10 plus n percentage 10. Did you understand it? Just give me a minute. And then we have to update the number. Here what I will trace it for you. Okay, so here we got 1 2 3 4. At first iteration, it will check the condition, this number is positive or not. If it's positive, what it will do, the result, update the result. Initially result is 0. Yeah, it will update to 0 into 10, which will result in what, 0 plus what is the last digit, 4. That means the number will become, result will become 4. Okay, for the next iteration, the result is 4, right? So it will be updated into 4 into 10 plus, after eliminating this 4, it will become 123. So what's the last digit, 3. 4 into 10 plus 3 means what, 43, right? For the next iteration, result is 43 into 10 plus, it will eliminate the 3 here, the number will become 12, and the last digit is 2, which result in 432. Understanding? Are you getting it right? So the result is 432 into 10 plus, after eliminating these 2, the number will become 1, and the result will be 4321. Got it? So it's a simple logic here, so no need to stress out. Let's run it. We have to return this, right? We have to return the result and we have to print it. Reverse, we have to call it and pass the argument. 1 2 3 4. I'm getting it right. Okay, I will give you a more shortcut for this. Initialize the result with 0. We will use a do while loop here. Okay, what we are doing here, result is equals to result into 10 plus add the last digit to the result. So number is n, right? N percentage 10 will give us the last digit, right? So inside the while loop we are updating the number and comparing using the condition at the same time, right? Did you get it? So let's try to run it. 765433567. Getting a. So next question, let's see. I have to strike this. Okay, yeah, I think that's it. So these are the level 1 number programs. So next we are going with string programs. Okay, this video will be end here. So thank you so much for watching. If you have any doubts or clarifications, just ask in the comment box. I will try to reply it. So sorry for my English. Okay, I'm working on it. I don't know that much English. So if it helpful for you, please subscribe. Okay, so thank you for watching. Have a nice day.